Hello and welcome to another episode of Premier League Predictions. Premier League Match Week 7th remained suspended as a token of respect to Queen Elizabeth II. Some of the football fans and administrators wanted the games to continue as an opportunity to pay respect to Britain's longest-serving monarch before the start of the match. However, that didn't happen. UEFA Champions League kept the football fans worldwide engaged as Barcelona and Bayern Munich hog the limelight throughout the globe. Robert Lewandowski was in focus as he returned to Bayern for the first time after having departed from the German club during the summer transfer window. I am News9 football expert Hardik Agrawal back with predictions for Premier League Match Week 8. Brighton versus Crystal Palace, Manchester United versus Leeds and the big game between Chelsea and Liverpool at Stamford Bridge are some of the games which will remain suspended on account of the state of mourning this week. So let us have a look at what we have in store in the upcoming week and what can be the likely outcome of these matches. The Brentford versus Arsenal game is likely to be the most fierce battle this week. The London Derby would be played at 4:30 p.m. India time this Sunday. Arsenal sit at the top of the table going into this fixture. Against the same opponent at the Brentford Community Stadium, the Gunners had faced a 0-2 disappointing loss in the previous season. At the moment, both teams are at the top of their game. They have been scoring at an average of over 2 goals per match so far. Therefore, it could be a high goal scoring affair. Thomas Partey returns to the squad to provide stability to the Gunners in the central defensive midfield position. Looking at Arsenal's manpower, it's likely that they would overhaul the beast. Wolves are hosting Manchester City at 5 p.m. on Saturday evening. Let me remind you, we are mentioning Indian standard timings in this show. So, Wolves versus City game would be another fascinating duel. Citizens have been frivolous in the past few weeks. Star striker Erling Haaland is turning out to be the master craftsman for them. The Norwegian international has scored a whopping 13 goals in 8 matches across all competitions. He can very much prove to be a decisive factor against a sturdy Wolves defense who have conceded an average of 0.7 goals per match. Also on Saturdays, Antonio Conte's Spurs take on Brendan Rodgers' Leicester City at 10 p.m. The Foxes are seeking their first win this season. There appears little respite inside for the team battling with a poor form. Spurs have been undefeated in the 2022-23 Premier League season so far. Harry Kane and Ivan Perisic could be proof pivotal for Spurs against the Foxes. As of now, all combinations and permutations and analytics are hinting at yet another win for Conte's men. Can Leicester rise to the occasion? Really hard to say, but as they say, miracles do happen in sports. Southampton travelled to Brighton to play against Aston Villa for the Premier League Match Week 8 opener. The Saints have defeated Chelsea in the 5th match week before going down 0-1 to Wolves in the subsequent week. Ralph Hasenhüttl's inconsistent side could have a tight knock against Aston Villa, who are fresh from halting the pernicious Manchester City 1-win at the Villa Park in Match Week 6. Both teams in our predictions may share spoils in this one. Here is a word of caution for all football fans. The predictions are arrived at by careful calculations of various facts and figures. These are just an indicator towards the possible outcome of a particular game. This may just enable you to understand the pre-match scenario. All are advised to use discretion in your pre-match assessment. Fulham will be visiting Nottingham to play Steve Cooper's Nottingham Forest, who remain a force to reckon with in front of their home fans despite a topsy-turvy season so far. Host Nottingham go into this one after 3 harrowing losses, but that poor run should halt there and this could be their match to turn things around against Fulham. The visitors too have plummeted in recent times after a good start. They have booked 2 losses in their last 3 fixtures. That to major extent goes in favour to the host, who in our prediction appears favourite to win this game. Newcastle United will lock horns with the newly promoted Bournemouth side this week. The Magpies have been stupendous in this season so far. They haven't been able to get the results which align with their performances, but it has been a joy to watch Eddie Howe's men play. Newcastle this season had shared spoils with Manchester City in a 3-3 emphatic draw at St James Park and almost pulled off a 1-1 draw against Liverpool at Anfield, but for the injury time goal by Fabio Carvalho resulted in a 1-2 loss. Probability of Newcastle outclassing Bournemouth this week is really high. The prediction derives strength from the fact that the Cherries had conceded 9 goals against Liverpool earlier this season. This would only be possible with the assistance of Isaac, Fraser and Almiron for Newcastle. Everton vs West Ham at the Goodison Park will be the final showpiece match of the week ahead. Frank Lampard's Everton have played balanced football in the season so far. They have drawn 4 and lost 2 of their first 6 matches. The Toffees will be up against West Ham United. David Moyes' men have also had a patchy start to the season as they have booked just 1 win and have faced 4 losses. The host could finally book their first win of the season against Hammers this week. That's all from this episode of Premier League Predictions. We'll be back with leading results from match week 8 and predictions for the match after that. Until then, keep watching News9. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channels News9 and News9 Sports for more interesting videos, reactions, analysis and updates from across the world of sports. This is Hardik Agrawal signing off.